On these pads a day to get those shins hard. And both these boys are only young boys. They've both fought very hard here. Their father, Dave Briggs, has been to Thailand 2 times to pick up all the training methods. Those shin kicks take a long time to perfect. You've got to really cop a shin kick across the thigh to understand the difference between snap kicks and power shin kicks. Your dad's saying, don't throw the head kick when I hold it down around your stomach. We're trying to get a lot of the kickboxers now to change over to Thai fighting, but a lot of them aren't prepared for these powerful shin kicks. Both these boys are going to Thailand, they're both going to fight the Thais. If you've seen the movie Kickboxer, where a lot of the Western fighters get wiped out by the Thais, that's fairly common. You know, a lot of the Western fighters aren't up to the ruggedness or the severe fighting style of Thailand, where they kick with the shins, they use their knees, they use their elbows. Both these boys have been training hard to go and take the Thais on. They're both only young, but they're both prepared to go and fight the Thais and their rules. They go to Thailand next Friday. And they'll probably be training in a training camp over there at the Sichathon for 2 weeks. At the end of the 2 weeks, there's Australia versus Thailand card on. There's another fighter from Brisbane who's also going over, Jimmy Cass, to fight the Thais, and about 4 fighters from Melbourne. So there's a complete Australian card. They're working the elbows now the knees. This is what does a lot of damage in the Thai fighting is, once they get in close, they use the knees and the elbows. It's the knees and the elbows that cause all the knockouts in Thailand. It's quite a work at this hold the pads, doing this sort of training, popping the knees and the elbows. The boy's mother still tells me that the father's still got the upper hand at home. Luckily Dave trains just as hard, if not harder than them. But this is a MuayThai stable that's at Cooper's Plains that trains the guys in MuayThai. There's about 5 or 6 MuayThai stables around if you want to learn the MuayThai. It is the big fat at the moment, but what a lot of people have found out is it's a nice fat, but it's a lot of hard training. So a lot of people joined up to do the popular fighting style, but it's a very hard training fighting style. It's a big dropout rate. So before you decide to take MuayThai on, make sure you're really prepared to do it. But there's about 5 or 6 MuayThai stables around. Terminators is running a MuayThai stable. I'm running a MuayThai stable, a Blood Axe stable. James Reeves got a stable. Lindy Whittaker out at Albany Creek's also got a stable. There's one at Sunnybank. So there's a MuayThai. Some of the Zendo Kai people are doing the MuayThai as a supplement, still doing their martial arts training. The MuayThai is run completely separate. It's a completely different setup to the Zendo Kai. There's quite a few black belts, 3rd dans, 4th dans, 5th dans that also are MuayThai exponents. They feel as though the MuayThai can add to their fighting ability. So you can do them both. These boys are just doing a controlled MuayThai fight. They're both brothers. They can't fight full bore, obviously, because they're going to fight in Thailand in 2 weeks. So they're pulling the techniques. You'll see that it's predominantly legs. Some of the kickboxers who have just changed over to Thai, you've got to talk to them to understand how much damage these shin kicks do. If you haven't done the training, this is what does the damage, is these shin kicks. They do a lot of training themselves individually, which they call in the gym shin toughening, where they've got heavy bags that weigh anything up to 150 pounds that are like bricks, and they kick them against their shins all day long. It's not just a matter of kicking the shins into the legs, but it's where one opponent throws a shin kick at the other, he also blocks with his shins. So there's a lot of shin clashing. And if you think you can do karate and just do the shin kicking, the first time you both bang shins together, it's one of the worst pains you'll ever get. So they've got to do a lot of preparation to toughen those shins up. And both these boys are going to fight the Thais. They're going to take on the Thai opponents in Thailand. That's where they're doing the grappling. As I said, this is where all the damage is done in Thailand, now, in the grappling. The knees, the elbows. Thank you very much, he says. It's very hard to fight MuayThai half-hearted, but both these boys are going to fight in Thailand, so they don't want to get injuries, but you can see the advantage of the Thai fighting. Kick the shins, kick the head, they work beautifully. So they're still going, I think I'm going to call it. So we'll leave it at that, they're both moving well. if we can have Jimmy Cass in too, Jimmy Cass in the ring, 2 boys would stay in. Jimmy Cass is around. Jimmy just won the 70 kilo Briggs MuayThai.